welcome to the Make Uppity channel. I'm in the car again. I'm not real all the way even. But you know, in the car, the most important thing is driving safely. So, with that being said, let me also put my seatbelt on. So I normally put it on before I get going, but I didn't today because I'm in a rush. Okay, so thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping in to check on me. So let's see. I'm coming in to give an update. So let me give my little disclaimer. I'm driving right now. If that bothers you, please don't look at the video. I am being careful and paying attention to the road. I will not be reading the chat unless something comes up that's just like in my face, and it's not a big deal for me to see it and read it, but most likely I'm not going to try to read any chat messages. I don't see anybody in here, so it shouldn't be very hard not to do that. Next thing is I am giving an update on my intermittent fasting and exercise journey. It's a text message. So I'm giving an update on that. And I'm about to put on the rest of my lipstick. So I got most of my way ready, and then I cut off and forgot about the rest of the lipstick, really. Oh, no, I didn't. The other lipstick that I needed to finish the lipstick look was in the car. So I got in the car to leave, so now I can finish the lipstick. Okay. Let me see if I can remember where do I need to exit. Where should I exit? Okay, I remember. All right, so now the real reason I'm coming in is to give an update, like I said, on my intermittent fasting and exercise journey. And what else? So far, that's it. But I do believe that I'm getting ready to have a specific diet, because I think I need to name a specific diet, basically kind of like signal to myself this is what I'm doing for sure, and not have some of the things that I've been having. And really the only thing that I have had, okay, so let me give you the update. So when I first started, now I'm about to fail my first week because I have not done 4 days of exercise. I have done I'm going to say 1.5 days of exercise. I did a full day this week. I did a partial day, but I didn't do the whole 45 minutes. So I'm not going to take credit for that day of exercise. So I'm going to say I did 1.5, and that's what I did this week. And that's as far as the exercise. With the eating window, I have definitely been sticking to the 8-hour eating window. The only thing that I have that I've moved, so to speak, is I've moved the window. So one day I started eating around, a couple days this week, or after I got started, I started eating around 1:30 and 2. That was not by choice. The first day, holding this lipstick. The first day, I was about to go to lunch, and I got a question from my supervisor, and and I didn't want to leave it hanging until I got back from lunch, and it took me a minute to formulate a response. So I went ahead, took the time to give my answer, and then by the time I got my food and started eating and everything, it was 1:30. And then what happened? Oh, the next day I started eating about 2 o'clock, because at 12:30, like, I kind of want to eat at 12:30, and that's just because I don't like taking my lunch real early like that. Yeah, I don't like to take my lunch really early, so I kind of want to start eating around 2. Around 12:30. But this particular day, somebody was going to go to this barbecue place, and I was like, oh, you know what? I could have a baked potato from there, because now generally I'm not having meat. I guess I've been observing kind of like a pescatarian eating style, because I have been having some seafood, and I'll get into that in a minute. But this particular day, somebody had gone and gotten this barbecue, and I was like, ooh, that smells amazing. So I was just thinking, if I could get the potato and some sauce, that would be great. So the person that had gone to get it, they didn't tell anybody they were going to go get that. I guess they didn't want to be responsible for taking orders and all that type of stuff, which I can understand. So somebody else decided that they were going to go get food from there. So I was like, oh, can I send money and get a baked potato? So that's what I did. I got a baked potato from that place. I got my sauce. It was very good. I wanted more seasoning, but I only had one little packet of salt, one little packet of pepper. I made do. The sauce was very tasty, so I made do, and I was happy with that. But it caused me not to be able to start eating until around 2 o'clock. I might have been a little bit early, 1:45 or something, but I started eating really late that day, and late the other day. So then that caused me to have a longer eating window, because the main thing is that it's having this 8-hour window of time that I'm eating inside of. Do I want to get off right here? I think I do. Can I get off right here? Is the question. Okay, come on. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay. So I had my 8-hour eating window, and then the first day that I did that, I ate a little bit. I think what the thing was that I was getting my food. Was that? Oh, you know what? I think that was the day of the game. That's why I was eating late that day. Yeah, because my son had his football game, and by the time I had to go like straight to the game, and from work, the game was out of town a little bit. So by the time they played the game and I got back on the road to drive home, and then then I picked him up from the school, and then got our food and everything. It was whatever time it was. Of course, it wasn't 10 o'clock, but it was after 8 o'clock. So, but it was okay, because that was also one of those days where I had gotten my food later. So I was in my 8-hour window. And then what was going on the next day? The next day, ironically, I didn't eat late. So I ate, that was yesterday. So yesterday is the day I had the baked potato. By the time it was, I started thinking about dinner again. Okay. By the time I started thinking about, okay, what am I going to have for dinner? I wasn't all that hungry. So I ate, oh yeah, I did eat. I ate some 2 things of applesauce because I didn't want to, I wasn't hungry enough to like cook or go and get something major, like go somewhere and purchase something. So I was like, you know what? I just had, I'm just going to have these 2 things of applesauce and a protein bar. So that's what I had, 2 applesauce and a protein bar. And I was content with that. Okay, so next thing I want to say is this coming week, the goal, because today is Saturday, October the 19th. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. She's going to be 25. The goal for this coming week from, I think I said my week is Monday. Yeah. So I know, of course, the week starts on Sunday. But for this purpose, I'm going to start the week on Monday because I'm looking at it kind of like as my days to get exercise in. So starting from Monday, I want to get my 4 days of exercise in. And also starting from Monday, I want to go ahead and start being vegan again. And when I say vegan, I mean animal free. Free of meat, free of cheese, free of milks, free of heavy whipping cream, free of butter, animal product free. Of course, I can still have a derivative of those things, but not anything made with animal products. And the reason is because I do not feel as good. And I'm saying this as much for myself as it is for anybody who's watching or who may come watch this later. For some reason, I cannot get it into my psyche that I don't feel as good when I've had animal products. Okay. Right now, it might not seem like it, but right now I have a headache. I had a headache all night. I slept, but I know because I would wake up and realize, yeah, you have a headache. And when I woke up this morning, I had a headache and I had to get some medicine for the headache. And there was some butter on my potato. There was some cheese and there was some sour cream. So that's 3 things of animal product. And I had that yesterday. I had a headache last night. I can't remember when it, I do. Okay, so I had a headache yesterday too. While I was at work, I took some ibuprofen and, it subsided. I don't remember when it came on. I should have been more sensitive to that, but I feel like it's kind of like a running headache that I'm subduing with Tylenol and ibuprofen, and it just kind of keeps coming back because I keep having some sort of animal product running through. So this week it's been like I said, I had the baked potato with no meat, but it did have cheese and butter and sour cream. Not a whole lot. It wasn't real heavy in those things, and I could tell because, like, if I had cared, I would have been mad that I didn't really get that much sour cream. There was a decent amount of cheese on there, but there wasn't a whole lot of sour cream, and I don't think there was a whole lot of butter either, because it didn't seem to me like they opened the potato up and put that stuff in there and worked it through. You know, it was like they just probably put like a scoop of everything, and that was it. So it wasn't a whole lot, because I had this huge potato and it was relatively dry if it hadn't been for the sauce. And there was a decent amount of cheese, but wasn't a whole lot, but I feel like it was enough to affect how I feel. And then the day before that, 2 days before that actually, I had sushi for dinner. So I could have had a veggie sushi, but I was like, well, I've been eating a little bit of seafood, so I'm going to go ahead and have the sushi that I want. So I had sushi with shrimp and that, whatever that fish is that they make the fake crab meat out of. It's actually a type of fish, but they make it to where it looks like crab meat. My sushi had that in it, both of those, and you know, everything else sushi has, rice, and it's rolled in seaweed and whatever else. And I had that the 2 days prior, and I have not felt wonderful in all these days. I've felt okay. I've been, you know, going and maintaining, and like right now, even I'm talking, but my head, I have a bit of a headache. So, and I know that it comes from animal, you know, meat and other products, because I never have a headache when I'm not eating any animal products. If I don't eat any, I will have no headache. If I eat some, I start to have some problems. And that's just, you know, that's just the way it is. Kind of want a cup of ice. Yeah, that's just the way it is. So, but for whatever reason, I cannot like get myself, or no, I'm not going to say I cannot. I have not been able to get myself to just adhere to that strictly, like like somebody that knows that they can't eat peanuts. Like I need not have meats and cheeses and sour creams and butters and heavy whipping creams and even seafood, apparently, because and before that I had catfish one day. So yeah, I've had fish, sushi, and that baked potato with the cheese and sour cream. So yeah, so next week I will have just a person that did not want to let me get over. So next week I will have a much more nailed down diet, and I'll know exactly what it is that I'm doing, and I'll be about the business of eating that particular way. Like I said, it's going to be some. I need to go home. This is not my area of town. But I'm going to visit somebody and take somebody something. So that's why I'm here. But but yeah, I will be doing my vegan eating plan. I just need to get set up. I need to get it in my mind and go to the store and get a few more things so that I can be successful. Because if you don't have what you need, you will tend to find yourself just um, eating something that seems like it's okay, like yesterday with that baked potato. But I did tell them not to put bacon bits on there. They're cooking out. Yeah, I did tell them not to do bacon bits, but then the other stuff, yeah, it has me not feeling my best. I mean, I'm okay, but I need a little something for my head. And that's not cool because I already took something for my head earlier. So then now I'm having to take something for a headache like around the clock. Um, when I could just simply not eat these things that I know don't really agree with my body. So yeah. Anyway, let me get off of here. I am gonna make my way in this house to see someone and bring them. I hope I'm not running over. Oh, it's okay. It's a branch. And bring them something that I think will be helpful. And and thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you and helping me hold myself accountable. And if you're doing anything like this, go ahead and put your whatever it is that you're doing in the comments. I didn't see anybody come into the chat. So yeah, go ahead and put whatever it is that you're doing in the comments, and we'll just hold each other accountable. Okay. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.